jump right into this thing, and we're going to talk a little bit about how this works. I think that this is going to have a nice pump to it, a nice hype to it. A lot of people are interested. A lot of people are already talking about this thing. And honestly, I really haven't gotten into a lot of these things in terms of these smart contracts. I know a lot of other programs like Forsage and other ones that I've seen out here in the space, I didn't really get into because you had to refer people in order to make money. Well, with this one here, there is no referring required to make money with this thing. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of how does this work. Well, pretty much the minimum is 0.1 ETH. Okay, guys. And after you put 0.1 ETH or more, okay, you can't deposit more than 10 ETH when you first get into this thing. After that, you are eligible to get 310% back of your investment. Now, most of the people out there that are looking at these things, they're kind of confused from the people that I've been talking to. They're like, okay, well, do I need to refer to earn? The answer is no. But if you do, it's going to speed up the process of you making your 310% back. Okay. Now, a lot of leaders out there are going to be sharing the hell out of this thing because it has a very attractive referral commission structure to it. Now, it says here 310% is returned in 4 ways: 1 passive and 3 via marketing, when 310% is accumulated through any of the 4 ways. So what this means is if you guys are out there and you're sharing this with people, then it's pretty much going to be like an acceleration to your 310% ROI, whether you're making matching bonuses, whether you're making direct referral commissions, and your 1%. It's all going to go towards the 310%. 1% of the daily ROI on your deposit is a maximum of 310 days. It's 100% passive. So if you choose not to do anything whatsoever, then you guys will be earning 1% a day, 7 days a week. 10% direct referral commission for sharing and growing the community fund, matching commissions on partners' daily ROI income. Now, what this means here is if you have somebody that's making, let's just say, $1,000 a day, which I know is kind of crazy, then you will be making a certain percentage of that. And we're going to cover that in the compensation plan here in a little bit. The daily top referral pool is 5% of all deposits. So for the top leaders out there, this is going to be something that you guys are going to be able to get every single day if you qualify for the daily top referral pool. And 1% of the invested amount is paid daily to all users by the system's algorithm, up to the point where the maximum deposit limit is reached, which is 3.1x. Suppose that your invested amount is 5 ETH, you are eligible to receive 15.5 ETH. Okay, daily you will receive 0.05 ETH until 310 days or until the maximum limit is achieved by any of the other 3 ways, whichever is reached first, whether you guys are being passive or whether you're referring other people to the platform. Now, one of the ways that you can earn faster is by sharing this, and you will get a direct commission of 10%. So as soon as you share your link with somebody and they sign up and they deposit ETH, you will get 10% of that immediately. There are no limits to how many direct partners you can have. All commissions apply towards the 3.1x. You also get a daily ROI commission, which is 15 levels deep. Here are some of the percentages over here. So if you have a level 1 direct, you get 30% matching bonus every single day. When they earn their 1%, you're going to get 30% of that. If they're on your level 2, you're going to get 10% of that. Level 3, 10%, etc., etc. This is very attractive to a lot of people that's going to share this thing and blow it up in the beginning. Because once they do reach their 310%, they're going to have to go back in. So you're going to get commissions on redeposits as well, which I think is pretty good. I mean, the compensation plan looks pretty well put together in terms of this thing. So I think this will last a while. Okay, guys, as long as people adopt this thing and they want to get into it, I think a lot of the top leaders and people that are sharing this thing are going to want to, share this with people. For the little guys, you guys don't have to do anything. You could just earn 1%. But of course, this accelerates your earnings a lot faster if you choose to share this, even if it's with just a couple of people. If you never shared anything with anybody before, this should be very easy to do. There's going to be a lot of information on YouTube about it, and you guys could just kind of take that information and share it with people, whatever you guys want to do if you choose to do so, but referring people is not required. So just to go over a couple of notes here, EtherChain is a community-based project, 100% decentralized peer-to-peer transactions through smart contract. Each deposit cycle is 310%. So pretty much, if you guys are wondering what cycle means, is when you finish your 310% on whatever you guys put in, that's considered a cycle. When 310% is received, a new deposit must be made to continue earning and receiving from any of the 4 ways. Okay. Again, the minimum is 0.1 ETH, open to all participants, no restrictions, nothing like that. No referrals are required in order to receive. 1% payout daily to all members, 100% passive. You can increase the speed of your returns by growing the community fund through marketing and sharing of EtherChain. Just to go over a little bit of the deposit functions here, the minimum and maximum cycle limits. So the first cycle, the minimum deposit is 0.1 ETH up to 10 ETH. So you can't start off with more than 10 ETH. And after you cycle, let's just use this for an example. I'm going to go in with 10 ETH. So after I make my 310% from the 10 ETH, then I can go back in with another 10 ETH, or I can up the stakes and go in with a greater amount. Okay, guys, and you can do that through each cycle. So if I cycle twice, making 310% on what I put in this thing, then I can up the stakes here. I could put in more ETH until I cycle that one all the way up into 200 ETH. Okay, which I don't know how many people are going to get there, but this seems like it's going to get a lot of hype and a lot of push behind it. So we shall see what happens with EtherChain in terms of that. Now, I did get some questions and I just want to answer a couple of those. Some people are asking, can you reinvest? No, there will be no reinvestment. What's going to happen is whatever you guys choose to put in, you guys are going to have to complete that cycle before you go back in. So you can't add a new deposit or anything like that until you reach your 310%. Another question was, will the ETH get sent directly to your wallet? The answer is no. I was told the way that the cycle works, and in order for the contract to keep track of the 310% with everybody, then the withdrawals are going to have to be manually. So if you do have a balance, you just click on the withdrawal button and it will go directly to your wallet. So withdrawals are not going to be automatic like in some other smart contracts. They work that way, where they're automatic and you don't have to do anything and you just have your wallet address there. So yes, withdrawals are going to be manual. So you have to go in and you'll click withdraw for it to hit your wallet. So now I'm going to go ahead and take you guys over to the website. It actually has instructions for if you guys don't understand how to create your wallet with its IM token, MetaMask, or a Trust wallet. It has all that stuff there. So we're going to go through that real quick. And I'm also going to be playing a video with the owner of the smart contract, the guy who actually came up with the concept. And I was on a call a couple days ago and he did like a short Q&A. So I'm going to play a little bit of that as well in this video. So just stay tuned. Okay, so now here we are on the website. Here's a breakdown of everything. It has a guide here. It has a wallet tutorial. And down here you have each package that you guys want to get in at. Okay, so 0.1 ETH here, which the maximum is 10 ETH, and this is for everybody in their first cycle. And this is going to change once you cycle, and then you will be able to go back in with more if you want to. Okay, so we'll just take a look at the wallet tutorial over here. Now the tutorial, it doesn't say anything about MetaMask, but MetaMask actually works with this. So you can use the Trust wallet here. You guys can read the instructions here. You also could use IM token wallet here, and you guys will be able to set it up here, but it's pretty easy stuff. So he's just giving you some information here in terms of how this works and how to do it successfully so you guys can get up and running with this thing. You'll also be able to see the smart contract info here. You'll be able to see the address, the balance, amount drawn by members, amount in the daily pool, maximum volume of ETH from top referrer, next income countdown. So this is going to let you know what's going on in terms of your personal statistics. 310% income limit remains. It's going to keep track of everything for you here. The daily 1% is going to tell you guys how much you've earned for that. Direct referral income, matching bonus, top sponsor rewards, income withdrawn to wallet, unwithdrawn income as well. So all of that breakdown is going to be here. Total amount of ETH received, total amount of invested. Your invitation link is going to be down here, and it's also going to tell you your personal invited partners and the total number of partners as well. That pretty much wraps it up for this. I already have my ETH ready in my MetaMask wallet, and I'm going to be dumping 10 ETH into this thing, and we're going to see how this works. Now I'm going to go ahead and play the Q&A that we've done, or just a little clip, okay, a video clip. It's not going to be that long, maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. Make sure you do your own research and your due diligence. I think this thing is going to have a good push, man. I think this is going to be big. It looks like it's smart contract season, guys. It's season to get into these things. They're starting to pop up more and more. I know a lot of these creators and people having these ideas probably seen the success that Forsage has had, or claim that they had. So we shall see what's going on with EtherChain here, man. But I'm going to go ahead and play this video. If you guys have any questions, I made a Telegram group for this thing. So make sure that you guys look in the description and you guys can join my Telegram group for EtherChain. Well, that's all for today, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. It's the Crypto Don, and I'm out.
Anybody who have any questions on that?
Wouldn't you mention about the 90-day situation where you don't lose your team, and if you have extra money
Yeah,
money
well,
sitting there.
Yeah. So let's say everybody's this is you, and you're building, and you got a huge organization here, and we're all earning in this 310% cycle. So once you earn 310% in accumulated in through any of those 4 ways, you need to make a new deposit into the fund. So you're not just pulling out, but you're actually reactivating and can pull out more, putting in, pull out more, putting in, pull out more. So you're always contributing back. But if you don't contribute back, all of this stops. Once you receive 310%, all of that stops. I actually want to say that because that was my, I've been testing the contract for the last 72 hours. It's not on the mainnet, it's on a testnet. So I've been testing it, and today was actually the final test. I've been testing every single thing in the contract. I've been sponsoring it myself in like 14, 20 times, making sure that everything, all the matching commission is working, that all the daily pay is working, all the numbers is correct, that the contract is working the way that I wanted it to work, and it does. And today was the final check because we have an income limit. The income limit is 310%. So if you deposit 1 Ethereum, you will see 310% income limit remaining, 3.1 Ethereum. And every time that you're receiving, you will see that decreasing. And what I needed to test was that once you have received your income limit, that it actually stops. Or if you receive more due to direct commission, that you really can't pull that out, that the system stops you from pulling out more than what you're entitled to do. And that was the final test today, and it was flawless. All of my accounts that had received their income limit, their timer stopped. They didn't receive anything else. I could pull out what I had there, but I could not pull out anymore. The one that had received 1 Ethereum and it was eligible for 0.31 could only pull out 0.31, had to redeposit, and then could pull out the remaining. So that was the final thing. Now I am 100% sure we're going live. We could actually even go live on Monday, but I'm still going to keep it for Tuesday. But going back to the reactivation, if you do not deposit to activate a new 310, everything stops. You have 90 days to activate your account, and this will activate again. If you do not deposit within 90 days, this is all lost. Then it's being compressed, and you need to, if you want to come in, you need to register your account again because your wallet address will be taken out of the system.
So the extra money that you have sitting there, once you put more money in,
you pull that out. Yeah. So the contract, because let's say that you put in, just for an example, you put in 0.1, that makes you eligible to get 0.31, and then you sponsor somebody goes in with 10 Ethereum. That means that you receive 1 Ethereum in direct commission, but you can only pull out 0.31. And so what the system does when you click on the button withdraw, you have 1 Ethereum showing in your unwithdrawn balance, but you have an income limit of 0.31. So the system will only pull out 0.31 of the 1 Ethereum, leaving 0.69 behind. Now you need to make a redeposit into the fund, activate a new 310, so you can pull out the remaining 0.69. So let's say you deposit 0.3. Now you're receiving 1% of 0.3. You pull out 0.69, you're in profit, and you're receiving a 30% match